Preeya, this is my Rajasthani lamb, which I picked up at a little place called Jaipur, just in northern India, which is a beautiful place. Lots of desert, lots of red sand, but really, really good lamb curry. And I've got some lamb forequarter, which is the neck or the shoulder. Really good for making curry out of. A lot of interconnective muscles in there, lots of fat. And it's the sort of meat that takes a long time to cook nice and low and slow. And we just keep adding flavour to it.
Beautiful.
In goes some paprika.
Yes.
Garam masala, turmeric, about a tablespoon of each, some dried mint, and this stuff here, which is called asafoetida, which is one of my favourite things to put in. It stinks. When you buy it, open the container, it smells like things you don't want to know about, but it gives it a really sort of sweet onion flavour to it and is really, really nice. Now, in there, I want you to mix it around salt and pepper. Bucket loads of salt.
Grab a whole handful.
Exactly. Salt loves meat, meat loves salt. That's it. Do it. That's what I like. Now, I'm going to get the pan started with some of my other ingredients. I've got some curry leaves, and I just strip the leaves off the stems because the stems are really, really chewy. I bet your mum would tell me that one, wouldn't she?
She would. My grandma would too, Rich. I'll tell you this. I just love your real confidence stepping into the Indian shoes with the Indian next to you. And I love it. You're using some different spices as well, which I'm enjoying.
I'm liking that. I will tell you a little secret. I was actually brought up in Malaysia. So I spent many, many years sitting on my Amma's knee eating Indian food. So I've grown up around Indian food all my life. So when you threw down the challenge to cook Indian food, I felt very, very safe.
Very safe indeed.
Now, I've got some ginger and some garlic. I'm going to cut them quite chunky because this curry, I want you to pick up all those bits and pieces and get the aroma from it. So I've got some extra virgin olive oil. Put a good splush of that in. Make sure you cover it up. And to that, I'm going to throw in the onions, the ginger, the garlic, bay leaves, curry leaves. You can hear that pop.
Yes.
And a big stick of cinnamon in there. In it goes.
Yes.
And we'll just stir that around like this to get it all going. Now, what I'll try and do is toast off some spices as well. I've got some fennel seed, whole fennel seed, because that'll cook and soften up. Nice. I've got some cumin seed as well. In that goes some coriander seeds, and I know you're going to love this one. These are cardamom pods, and they have an amazing flavour. And I just chuck them in whole. Some people like to mortar and pestle them.
They do, but my mum would love you right now, Richo. You just chuck them in.
Your mum's going to say, bring Adrian around. He can cook curry for me.
Yes.
OK, Preeya, the onions have softened up a little bit, and I'll add some ghee here. So I'll put about a quarter of a cup in there. I love using ghee, that butter flavour, and you don't have to worry about the butter burning at all. Now, you got some tomatoes there. Chopped tomatoes are what goes through it. These are whole tomatoes, so if you just grab a knife, that's exactly very dainty. Now, I'll throw the lamb straight in here with all those spices. Normally, you'd marinate the lamb for, you know, a day or so. Overnight.
Oh, let the flavours soak in.
Exactly. You might even put some yogurt in there as well. But I've got the spices in here. I've turned it up nice and high. So it's just a matter of stirring this round for a couple of minutes. And once we've done this, we'll throw the tomatoes in there, maybe a bit of stock, and we'll get this thing simming away beautifully. I love using these breads straight in the freezer. You take them out, take the plastic off them into a non-stick pan, or I like to have a little bit of ghee in there just to give it some more flavour, and it comes up nice and crispy. You just do one at a time and they puff up beautifully. They are a great alternative to rice. They are. There's something different, and they're so easy because they live in your freezer and you can whip them up really quickly for kids, for adults, for anybody. My kids devour them. If they're in the freezer, they're gone in a week easily. Now, the curry's cooked all the way through, and you can see it's got that lovely oil on top. That's the olive oil and the ghee. That's really important to me because that's where all the flavour from the spices, you know, they sort of congregate at the top there. So you need that oil on top of it. And I'll just grab this little plate here and spoon that on there. It smells beautiful. You can smell all those spices, the fennel seeds, the masalas and things. It's just beautiful. I think your mother would be loving this, wouldn't she? She would. I still think she'd choose mine, given it's her recipe. Am I doing this? You can put some coriander on top and some deep fried shallots just to add some more flavour to it. Interesting. Now, this is the most important thing for me. When you are cooking meat like lamb, you want to make sure that it's really, really tender. Look, it's falling apart. That's important because you want it to be really tender, juicy and succulent. Oh, my goodness. All these juices. Like, you can put that on rice. You can dip paratha. He's going to do it for you. You want to eat with your fingers. You want to just rip the paratha off, spoon some of the lamb on top of it and some of the liquid as well, all those juices in there. Oh.
That is seriously good. The only thing I'm thinking is you could throw some veggies on the side, you could do a quick little Indian salad, or you could do a raita, or you could do a chutney, something with a little bit of rainbows in it. But that, I cannot knock you, my friend.
Maybe I'm half Indian. What do you think?